All right, this is Mike with Trike with Mike, Texas. I'm a submarine veteran of the U.S. Navy, and occasionally I'll tell a sea story. So, any of y'all who were in the Navy, probably the other armed services, know that there's times when all you do is drill. Fire drill, flooding drill, security violation drill, just drill all the time, which isn't a bad thing because, you know, they pay off. We had a couple incidents that the drills made very short order of these incidents. But, you know, we were in fire drill and flooding drill mode because we were out at sea, and those are primarily the ones you do when you're at sea. And we've been doing them all week. So we're down in the torpedo room. You know, I'm on watch in the torpedo room. My first class is there, you know, guy above me. He's down there, a couple others, you know, people hung out down there. And the XO walks in. Well, the XO, when he's in drill mode, he's got a red hat that says monitor. So, you know, he doesn't have to partake in the drill. He's managing the drill. So he's got his bag with, he's got this bag. And this bag he pulls out, and if he's going to have a fire, he's got like a red plastic frilly pom-pom like a cheerleader would have, and he'll wave it around, and that's fire in the torpedo room. Or he has a piece of a blanket, one of those gray army blankets, and he'll wave it around at you, and that's smoke in the torpedo room. And usually he'll do the smoke first and then the fire. So, you know, that's how it goes down always. And so he does his thing. He gets out and he's, you know, pulling out, he's reaching in his bag of tricks, but he's at the back of the torpedo room. Very back. So none of us can see what he's digging out. It's supposed to be a surprise, right? You're supposed to not know what's happening. So my first class, he gets in there, he says, watch this. And he picks up the 1MC and he calls away. He says, security violation torpedo room. And then they holler over the 1MC, security violation torpedo room, and then ring the alarms, and everybody's coming, you know, but everybody's coming with guns. They're pulling out the guns, handing them out to people. They're all coming down the torpedo room with guns and, you know, billy clubs and stuff. And you never seen the XO so pissed. It was supposed to have been a fire drill. And then they come down, they say, and the XO's standing there like fuming, looking at, you know, my first class. He's just, you know, you could tell he's not happy. And then somebody says, what's a security violation? And first class says, the XO's looking suspicious. So, everybody regrouped, and 10 minutes later we had a fire drill. not in the torpedo room. That's the end of that sea story.